Yo, Salute Nation. We are back. Let's get it, man. Yo, salute to everybody already here in the building. You guys know what time it is, man. Welcome to the latest installment of the Graphic and Wasted Show.
Or the Wasted and Graphic Show, whichever way you like to slice it. Brother, what's up, man?
What's good, my brother? Salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history. As always, we appreciate every single one of you guys. We see Green Dot Gang, Get Off My Lawn Gang heavy in the chat right now. Make sure you guys wipe them feet, pay your bar tabs, hit that subscribe button. If you guys are not subscribed yet, a lot to talk about. We already got 300 people in the building. Salute to everybody watching on Twitter as well. If you guys want to get active in the chat, jump over to YouTube. It doesn't matter. It could be Wasted's channel, my channel. We just appreciate every single one of you guys for being here. And real quick, salute to our proud sponsors over at BetUS. This live stream is powered by BetUS. Head over there and get 150% bonus on your first deposit.
Or 125% deposit on your next two.
There you go. Up to $2,000, the fastest payouts in the industry. Just use promo code YouTube150. And there you go. There you have it. Tell them Graphk and Wasted sent you. Also, if you guys are a better, make sure you head over there because nobody does it better than BetUS. Salute to our proud sponsor. You want to get a little bit more off? Go ahead, bro. Go.
No. Look, we got two more. I'm gonna save it, bro.
There you have it, man. Once again, salute to our proud sponsors. This live stream is powered by BetUS. Salute to Ant with the Bang Zoom.
Bang Zoom. Oh,
our
yes.
Guy with the $20 special. There we go, man. Appreciate you. First super of the day, man. We are now in the red zone at the 20-yard line because of our brother Ant. Salute to you, bro. How you feeling, bro?
Dehydrated. But I feel good, bro. I feel good, man. I want to talk some ball, man. It's a lot going on, bro. Like, we thought that this was going to be the quiet season, bro. But it seemed like with these Raiders, bro, nothing. Fuck you, Jordy. Salute to my dog. Yo.
There you go. He ain't going to tell you where to get it.
Hey, bro. Look, man. Look, bro. Listen. If I got some shit on, it's exclusive, bro. It's exclusive to me.
Hey, y'all. He told me where he got that hoodie at. I got the website up right now. My job is moving forward is just to get the information out of Wasted and then spread the wealth to the nation. So stay tuned.
F up out of here with your crap.
Salute to our brother Jordy as well. You guys already know what it is, man. Graphk and Wasted and Graphk Show. A lot to talk about. Salute to Ant. Salute to Jordy on the $20 specials. We appreciate you guys so much. We're going to talk about this Matthew Stafford situation, you guys. It's starting to sound like it's a realistic option for our Raiders. 37-year-old. He does want a nice chunk of change. You know what I mean? This is not a situation where he's going to play under his existing deal. And now it's a lot more information is coming out why he potentially wants to move on from Sean McVay and the Rams. He wants to get paid like a top 10 quarterback, and rightfully so, right, Wasted? He's a top 10 quarterback. I understand he's 37, but he's a top 10 quarterback.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And the thing about it is that he has the jewelry too. So it's not like you can sell him on this. Let's build so we can win. Like, he only has a couple of more years left in his career, not just in the field. He wants to cash out and ride off into the sunset. And I totally understand that. If you look at, what's going on with the Rams have to set the table for the next generation of stars that they've just drafted. They've done very well with Puka Nacua and Jared Verse and all these guys. So these guys are going to need to get paid. And Matthew Stafford is not on the same timeline as the rest of the roster.
Yeah.
So I understand why the Rams are willing, in their infinite wisdom, to move on. But the problem to me, as I see it for the Raiders, is even though Matthew Stafford is definitely on the same sheet of music with the situation that we have here. We have a guy in Pete Carroll who is not long for the Raiders. He's 73 years old, right? So even if he's here for 5 years, that puts him at the doorstep of being 80 years old. We've never seen that ever in sport.
Ever.
So at the very maximum, Pete Carroll will be the coach here for 4 years. The maximum. He probably is going to go to his contract, and then that'll be that, right?
Yeah.
And then Matthew Stafford would be on the same timeline as him. That'll
if we're lucky,
right? If he stays healthy, and it's a nice meld of.
I think he's only missed like one game in the past 2 seasons as well, so he's been fairly healthy.
Yeah, but the thing is that there's injured and there's hurt, right? So,
and I know where you're going here, because at that age we're always hurt.
Yeah, but he hasn't been injured, but he has been hurt.
Yes,
he's been, you can kind of see the lull in his production because of how he's been nicked up. Right? So now we look at it. You got Pete Carroll, you got Matthew Stafford. They're in the same sheet of music. They're probably going to be going around the same time. Tom Brady to win now. It makes a hell of a lot of sense, right? Yeah,
definitely. And there's a lot of reports out there that Brady likes the idea of bringing in Matthew Stafford to the Raiders. So there's that. I mean, and right now it's a lot of smoke screen, a lot of shit going on. We're going to talk about one of those particular. I know you guys see the name of this video, and we're going to talk about this really, really soon. But go ahead, because I know you did a short as well on Matthew Stafford. I believe, was it today or was it yesterday?
I dropped it this morning, but it was done yesterday.
Okay.
So the thing is,
the Rudy as well.
Yo, the thing with Matthew Stafford is the number he's talking about. I don't necessarily know if that's something that, even though he's a franchise quarterback, for us, is that something that is smart for the Raiders? Because Matthew Stafford is looking for somewhere north of $50 million a year.
Well, let me do this. Pete Carroll didn't sign up to not win the Super Bowl here in the next 3-4 years. Did he or did he not? I'm just being. He signed up to say, I'm winning a championship before I have to leave this game and retire. So I believe that they're going to go all in these next 3-4 years, however long Pete Carroll was here. That's the plan. Tom Brady, man, has no time to sit back and say, look, this is no. They're trying to go all in right now, and this is an all in type move. And if you go get Matthew Stafford, I'm under the assumption, you guys, that they're going all in and trying to win a Super Bowl here.
And listen, I'm all for that. The problem with that is that there is a guy on the other side of the football that's just as important that has not been taken care of. You have probably 30% of this roster who is not under contract yet, right? So if you're going to do this, right, one, you got to put the definites in place and sign all those guys.
Yeah.
Then what you have to do is you got to sit down with Stafford and you guys got to map out how you're going to fill in the rest of the roster behind him. Because I can already see what John Spytek and Tom Brady are trying to do. They're trying to do and duplicate what they did with Brady in Tampa Bay. They're trying to duplicate that same metric, Bruce Arians,
and somewhat with Brady, with not Tom Brady, with I'm drawing a blank right now. Baker Mayfield. You know what I mean? Same thing. Like they went and got a veteran, and they've been a perennial playoff team since they went out and got Baker Mayfield as well.
Yeah, so. It's very similar, right? So the thing is, signing Stafford to $50 million over like 2 years or 3 years, that is an oppressive cap hit.
Yeah,
to not have the rest of the roster kind of somewhat figured out. The thing that Tom Brady did was, and this is where you have to kind of change direction. Tom Brady took it on the chin, pause, so to speak,
year after year,
so that they can win. So that's the difference between him and Matthew Stafford. Now, listen, Stafford has more left in the tank than Aaron Rodgers.
Yes,
but Aaron Rodgers has enough to win with if he's willing to take it on the chin from a financial standpoint, and I would go that direction. Yeah,
I agree with you. Salute to Rudy, man. Content is here. Salute to the GOATs of ScrewTube. A chat for waste is hat, Graph's headband. You both are chinsy with how to acquire duplicates. Salute to Rudy. Me and Wasted can read. We understand what Rudy's trying to say.
Yeah, I get it, Rudy. And let me tell you something, bro. When it comes to the sauce, bro, I can give you the recipe. I can give you all the ingredients, right? But the sauce ain't the same.
It's got to be in you, not on you, man.
The Graphk one, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so listen, bro, you can try to duplicate, man, but I don't know, Rudy. I don't know, man. I don't know if a joker like you can rock no fly shit like that.
Salute to Rudy, Hotep, and Bill. Now, this is what came out today, you guys. There was a report that the Raiders are definitely showing interest in Matthew Stafford, the New York Giants, and the Pittsburgh Steelers, as well as the Cleveland Browns. And I think the Cleveland Browns are just trying to find a quarterback, period. There was a report that came out as well. They're looking at Kirk Cousins also. So for quarterback needy teams, I can see Pittsburgh being the perfect fit for them because they're in win now mode. I said this on yesterday's show, Wasted the Shillmore show, that Mike Tomlin's probably going to start feeling some pressure now. You know, getting to the playoffs year in and year out, not winning anything. It's been a while since they've won anything under Mike Tomlin. Yes, they're always at that 500 or over mark with him, but they need to go all in and win a championship. Their fan base is starting to get a little, you know what I mean, with Mike Tomlin there as the head coach. Those are the 4 teams interested right now. Albert Breer of SI.com was the one that said this. He put it out there that apparently there's a few teams that are speaking or at least acquiring about Matthew Stafford after the Rams gave him permission to speak to other teams. So he put Giants, Steelers, Browns, and Raiders have shown interest in Stafford along with other unnamed teams. So
now,
I don't know who.
The funny thing, right? I don't know who those unnamed teams are. The reasons why I think that the Raiders are in the driver's seat, and it's not just Brady. Like everybody tries to say it's Tom Brady, and Tom Brady is not the reason why they're in the driver's seat. They're in the driver's seat because they can afford him, right? And they're also in the driver's seat because they're in another conference than the Rams. I don't think that the Rams, all things being equal, will deal with the New York Giants if they have a chance to deal with the Steelers or the Raiders, because they take Matthew Stafford and they ship him right out of the NFC, right? Mm-hmm. They know what kind of quarterback Matthew Stafford is, right? You don't want him to be an obstacle and you getting to where you need to go.
Yeah.
And also the Steelers can't kind of offer the kind of draft compensation that we can because they're picking, they don't have the money or the draft compensation.
They're a playoff team last year. They're going to be drafting a lot higher than we are. And to be honest, I mean, I'm not giving up the 6th for Matthew Stafford, but I would potentially move on from future draft capital. But what do you think about moving a first, which would be kind of scary because let's just say we shit the bed this year and it's a better quarterback class last year. Would you move a future first? Because it sounds like there was a report that came out. I don't know if this is true or not. Once again, smokescreen season is in full effect, you guys, that they would take future draft capital to get Matthew Stafford off the books. Would you do that?
No.
And I asked Mike and Hammer yesterday, what would you be willing to give up for Matthew Stafford at the
third? Anything over a third is organizational malpractice.
Yeah.
This is the thing. The quiet thing that's not being said out loud is that not only that he's 37 years old, but he cost a boatload of money.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to spend that kind of money on Matthew Stafford and take an albatross of a contract off your hands, you're not going to fleece me for my first round pick too to undo this move if this becomes a mistake.
Yeah.
So this is the kind of moves that Al Davis would have made.
Yeah.
Al would have made this move because
the Carson Palmer type move.
I need this guy.
What we give for Carson? Two second round picks. That one that could have translated into a first, but I forgot what it was.
No, he gave him a first for Carson Palmer.
No, I thought it was 2 seconds. I thought the second was the other 2 was supposed to be if we made it to the AFC Championship, it would convert into a first.
I thought that year because I remember Reggie McKenzie saying with our first round pick this year we took Carson Palmer.
I could have swore it was 2 seconds. Look that up real quick. Salute to Spivey gifting 5 OLV Raiders Network memberships. Salute to my brother, man, the Kevin Nash of Shieldmore. Salute to all the new Green Dot gang members in the building. If you guys want to become Green Dot and get off my lawn, hit the links. They're pinned up top. They definitely help us keep the lights on over here. Salute to Will Duncan. Cam Ward will be an ideal quarterback for Chip Kelly, in my opinion. Would love to move up and get him. He's a more polished Hurts at the point of coming out, and I think he's actually a better thrower than Hurts. Oh, I totally agree.
100%.
Yeah, 110%. I agree with you on that. And we're going to talk about that here in a second, Will. Salute to you, my brother. Appreciate you on the $10 special. I thought it was 2 seconds. I'm
looking it up now, right?
Norman said a first and a second for Palmer.
The Raiders have traded a 2012 first round pick and a conditional second round in 2013 that could become another first.
Okay, so maybe the conditional second was essentially we almost gave up 2 firsts.
Yeah, bro. I knew it. I remember when Reggie McKenzie came in, he went up to the podium and he was like, with our first round pick, the Raiders select Carson Palmer, and he laughed.
Yeah,
I was like, man, this joke.
Well, I mean, I look, we're going to hear a lot more about Matthew Stafford, going into free agency in the next few weeks. The combine, there's going to be a lot of talks with GMs and all that stuff out there in Indianapolis this upcoming weekend. So stay tuned, you guys. It looks like Matthew Stafford may be on the move. And there may be another surprise team that comes out the woodworks. Who's to say? I mean, I would say New Orleans, but they don't have the money. Maybe Tennessee. They want to get a veteran. They want to bring a veteran in. So they're not moving the number one spot for Matthew Stafford, but I can see them potentially moving some draft capital for him. But who's to say? We shall see. But keep an eye on Matthew Stafford. He's definitely an option for us. The thing is, you got to move draft capital. You got to pay him. And we said this on yesterday's show. I know a lot of people hate to hear about Aaron Rodgers. I would rather go that route because a lot of rumors are that they're going to move Matthew Stafford. He's going to take some of that money and bring in Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams.
Brother, let me tell you something. The people who sit up here and talk about don't get Stafford, don't get Aaron Rodgers, don't get Shador, don't get Cam Ward, these are the same jackwagons who will sit up here in my chat, right, in your chat, and you guys lucky this isn't just a wasted show because I'd be screaming at your ass right now. You know I'm going to do it anyway. God damn it. If I hear another one of you effing losers talk
don't do it, Wasted. Don't do it. I know where you're going.
Fucking
do it. Do it. Fucking do it.
In O'Connell. How the F are you going to tell me that you don't want to bring in a quarterback who's won Super Bowl MVP after MVP?
4 of them.
Yo, for fucking Aiden O'Connell. The F is wrong with you, bro? Like, yo, that really infuriates me. Y'all the same people's like, oh, if we get Caroline, and if we get him a heart, and if we get him a brain, he won't be the fucking 10-man. Get out of here with that crap. Like, I'm sick of this crap.
You want to know how I know you're old, Wasted? And you want to know how I know I'm old?
The Wizard of Oz reference that no one will get.
No, not well, damn. Well, that too. But you said jackwagon. And I knew exactly what you meant.
Well, that's because you were coached by old-ass coaches that grew up in the 60s and 70s.
Yo, salute to my guy, SC. Keep up the good work, fellas. Always looking forward to the lives. We appreciate you, brother. Real talk, man. Thank you for the $5 special. As always, salute to the chat in the building. Yes, man, Wasted is about to go off his rocker here in a second. Stay tuned. I'm here for it. All right, so let's real quick give some praise to our young pup. I know you guys seen it today. Our Raiders are already making some moves. We had a restricted free agent out there, right, that kind of was forced into being a starter at the safety spot. Once Epsy went down, Epps is a free agent. We went out there and we signed one of our own, some homegrown talent, 6'4", that Pete Carroll prototype type guy he likes, right? Went out and signed Isaiah Pola-Mao to a 2-year extension today, worth up to $8.45 million. I love this. This is what Ian Rappaport put out there today, you guys. Raiders safety Isaiah Pola-Mao has signed a 2-year extension today, worth up to $8.45 million. Per the insiders, a restricted free agent and nephew of Hall of Famer Troy Pola-Mao. Pola-Mao started the final 14 games and was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week in Week 16. Deal done by Steve Carrick of Wasserman, Ian Rappaport of NFL Network reported. So this is a kid that was in his 3rd year, I believe last year, racked up 89 tackles. He also had a sack, 5 passes defense, 2 forced fumbles. He was a restricted free agent here, you guys, and we took care of one of our own. This is starter money. But it's still inexpensive. It's still cheap.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But
3 years ago, though, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think if you talk about a superstar guy, he's getting paid $4 million, bro.
Yeah,
that this is not, to me, it's not starter money. Like, dude,
he's getting paid to be the starting strong safety for us, bro.
Maybe. I tend to think that Pete Carroll has a thing about stockpiling defensive backs.
I agree. I'm just saying that you got a guy out there in Merrick that we're probably going to bring in, back home in free agency, homegrown talent, got better year in and year out. And then you got Trey, who's a 7th rounder on a rookie deal that can potentially back up one of these guys at either one of those spots. Yeah. I think Pola-Mao is going to be the starter moving it. And either way, let's just say he doesn't win that job.
He should be.
$4 million per. That's not a lot of money for a guy that provides a lot of versatility as well. He can drop down into the nickel. He can move around a lot. I love the thought process with bringing him back with Pete Carroll in the building. This is going to be fun. And Graham gets another year with Pola-Mao, which is phenomenal. So I love it. I love it.
You know what it shows me? It shows me that they're not tone deaf, right? when Gruden and McDaniels and all these guys, we're gonna go back. Guys, gather around the fire. We're gonna gather around. We're going back in Raiders days past, right?
I'm waiting for this. I love the old school Raiders shit. I love it.
Look, when you talk Raiders past, right? We've had a lot of coaches that are egomaniacs.
Yes.
So when they come in and they try to set their new culture,
i.e. John Gruden,
whether good, bad, or indifferent, they will run players out of town that they didn't bring in.
Yeah.
This shows me that they looked at this roster, they assessed this roster, and they're not throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Yeah. They're going to add to where we, were weak, and then they're going to keep the stuff that they felt like was salvageable. Yeah. This, to me, is how you win immediately.
Also, Pete Carroll, USC, Pola-Mao, USC. The connection is there. I'm almost positive that Pete Carroll was very familiar and very aware of Isaiah Pola-Mao. So I'm going to say this, man. Salute to that young kid. Definitely well-deserved. There was some deficiencies in his game last year, and I'm hoping that Pete can, put his hands on him per se and help groom this kid and develop him, in this new deal. But I love to see that he got a 2-year deal. It's very inexpensive. Some people saying that he's overpaid. Well, guess what, you guys? We have $100 million. Okay. So we don't know how this contract is constructed. Even if it is for this year, for next year, that is nothing to bring in a young kid that can be a premier guy at his position in the next year or so, with another year under Graham's system and another in his first year with Pete Carroll out there in the fold. I'm excited.
But you said put his hands on him.
Yeah, man.
I just got to pause
you. Do I got to say what you said before we went live?
Hey, listen, I swear in a stack of Bibles, I didn't say it.
You know how I know because you let me know that there was something existed before this live by saying that, motherfucker. Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, salute to GA.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Why won't waste to say what's on his mind? You know why, GA? Because he says some real flagrant shit when the camera's not on. That's why.
Yeah, I do. Hey, look, man. Do you guys want me to be a gentleman here? Why are you guys trying to take away all my dignity here? I mean, geez, man. I'm trying to be, a gentleman here, man. You guys want me to just go off and go crazy? What the F is wrong with you guys?
Salute to David Walker. Good re-sign. I like it. Shout out to Wasted and Graphk, man. Salute to you, my brother. Thank you so much on the $2 holla. Salute to MVE, our guy, man. He's the closest thing to MVP here in the building with us. Our guy, MVE. All in on Stafford. I don't care the trade cost or the cap hit. Instant credibility and a culture change. Stafford is a beast. Great arm and toughness. Salute to my guy, MVE, man. I agree. If they go get Matthew Stafford, I would love the move. It's a ton of money. Let me say this. I don't care if Sam Darnold is 10 years younger than Matthew Stafford. I'd rather pay Stafford.
Man, come on, bro. Like, you know what the problem with us? I think just being fans of the Raiders, right? We get so caught up in the future. The greatness of Raiders is in the future. How about the futures now? I don't want to develop a quarterback. I don't. We've waited too damn long to get a quarterback that we know can play. Mm-hmm. Right? Even when we paid the guy that we drafted, we still were not sure whether he could play or not.
Yeah.
Every week. We were not like there were some people who used to like to kind of shallow howl themselves into believing that Derek Carr was a starter and a superstar quarterback. But let's just be for real here, bro. You really didn't really know whether he could really play. Yeah. You didn't know it. Mm-hmm. Matthew Stafford, he can play. You protect him, he can play. He is definitely a top 10 guy. And I remember when we used to have arguments on the show, when I first got in this, people used to tell me that Carr was better than Stafford. You remember
well, the thing was, when we first started doing this, he was always compared to Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, and I used to be like, I said, Derek Carr, the only way he is compared to Matthew Stafford is if Matthew Stafford breaks one of his arms, his throwing arm, and has one of his eyes poked out.
You know what, man? Derek Carr has 4 Pro Bowls. Matthew Stafford only has 2. DC over Matthew Stafford 10 times out of 10. Bring him home.
Yeah, right. The Pro Bowl, Derek Carr. They be like, hey, Derek, the 2 guys that you're competing against are in the Super Bowl. So you're not doing anything. Hey, you want to come get a free sandwich in a Pro Bowl jersey?
Well, I got to put it out there. Tyler Huntley was in the Pro Bowl that same year, so it doesn't really, Mr. Snoop himself. So, kind of nasty work. Salute to Potbelly. Big pause, Graphk. No grooming on here. Big pause. Big pause. Salute to Potbelly, man. Salute to my guy in the building. Salute to everybody here rocking with us. As always, we appreciate you guys. Wipe them feet, man. Pay your bar tabs. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are not subscribed yet. And real quick, let's pay some bills. Salute once again to our proud sponsors over at BetUS. You guys, this live stream is powered by BetUS. Head over there and get 150% bonus on your first deposit.
Or 125% bonus on your next 2 deposits up to $2,000 using YouTube 150. If you're a bettor, no one does it.
I don't like that you jacking my shit, son. I don't like that. I don't like that, B. Hold on.
I will never ever jack your shit.
Yo, we gotta rewind it.
You gotta relax. You gotta relax. You gotta relax.
Yo, if you are a bettor, nobody does it better. Just use promo code U2150, man. It unlocks that. Man, you guys are nasty. It's just nasty work out here, man.
Listen, bro. As many of my sayings as you commandeered, I will be writing this down, yo. Up out of here with you.
Yo, you know what's funny? BetUS is gonna love this read. They're gonna love this one. Yeah. 150% off your first deposit, 125% on your next 2 deposits using promo code U2150. Fastest payouts in the industry, up to $2,000. If you're a bettor, nobody does it better than BetUS. And yeah, it was nasty work with the whole jack. That was disgusting. That was disgusting.
Yeah, Graphk, you gotta chill. Listen, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. You falling off, bro. I'm falling off too. Listen. They got me the other day with Dixie Normus. Yo, we falling off, bro. We getting old, bro.
Yeah, man. I read one out.
They've been.
Yeah, I read one out loud the other day, bro, and I almost just canceled the show and just deleted the YouTube channel.
Bro, seriously, bro. Somebody asked me how. Hey, Wasted Man, what's your thoughts on that new kid out of Toledo, Jack Mehofer?
Salute to Beth, though. I'm a Christian man. I can't be listening to this crap. Salute to my guy, man. Right. So we went over once again. Salute to Isaiah Pola-Mao, 2-year deal, you guys, up to $8.5 million. So key word, you guys, up to. So this is not a situation where I don't know what the guarantee. What would you assume the guarantee money in this is, Wasted? Probably somewhere in the middle, $4 or $5 million, or do you think most of this is going to be guaranteed?
I think it's probably 80% of it be guaranteed. It's such a small contract. I think for him to agree upon it so fast, there's no funny money. Like if they put a bunch of funny money in the contract, he probably would have just went out there and tested the market.
Yeah, well, I mean, he could have regardless, but he's restricted. You know what I mean? So, but I agree with you. I agree.
And he's the kind of talent that people will take a flyer on him. Yeah. He reminds me of how like Darren Waller was that kind of, even though Darren Waller didn't play a whole lot, like
under the radar,
one of those guys that somebody around the National Football League would be like, I want that kid, and they'll take him and turn him into a star. I hope Pete Carroll does that with him.
Facts. Talked about Pola-Mao, you guys. We talked about the Matthew Stafford situation. Once again, keep an eye on him moving out of LA. Sounds like him and his wife are still kind of contemplating if they want to stick around on the existing deal. And mind you guys, I think Matthew Stafford is the second highest paid football player of all time, ever.
Yeah, it was like him and Kirk Cousins.
I think Deshaun Watson may be there now with the new deal as well, somewhere in that range. But either way, Kirk Cousins has been finessing for years. He is the finesse. Bro, when they said scammers started a few years ago, everybody's scamming. Nah, Kirk started that shit a long time ago, many moons ago.
Kirk Cousins is definitely a Nigerian prince.
Oh, he learned from Howard Hainsworth in Washington, D.C.
Yeah. But you know what, though? I can't say that Kirk Cousins scammed anybody, because if the Redskins were stupid enough to keep giving him the franchise tag year after year, I think they gave him the franchise tag 3 years in a row. It was unheard of, bro.
He was getting cashed out.
Yeah, he got cashed out. He was making like $45 million a year before it was a thing. Yeah. So 3 years in a row, that's not his fault.
Yeah, facts. Salute to Nav, man. We just went over that, brother. He says, what do you think about the Pola-Mao sign? We love it, especially for the price tag. Some people are saying it's overpriced. I have no clue how you can overpay a starting safety $4 million per year. How is that too much? Anyone that's saying that's too much money, I don't really think they understand football. I don't think they understand the salary cap, like, period. Like $4 million that's for your starting strong safety.
Yeah, you tell Nav, man, he's about to get effing blocked with that corny joke. The F up out of here.
Salute to Nav, man, my dog. Appreciate you, brother.
Mr. Hunt.
Kirk Cousins' agent is a Hall of Famer. This is facts.
Yeah, man. His agent is goated, man. They need to give him his own wing in the Agent Hall of Fame, yo.
Yeah.
Him, Rosenhaus, and the guy who got Carson Palmer his deal.
Oh yeah. Real quick, salute to AC. Now, I love that you brought this up because we're going to transition into this situation. Let me say this. Tony Pauline is not a reputable source, you guys. This guy, I believe is he the owner of Sportskeeda? He works for Sportskeeda. I know this report came out on that particular website, and no disrespect to these guys, but I'm just being honest here. I don't know any realistic news that Tony has dropped or that he's put out there. Once again, you have to kind of take everything with a grain of salt this time of the year because everyone is just looking to just bait you in, and hopefully that shit sticks. Right?
Viral, right?
Yeah. So today
against the wall to see if it sticks.
Yes. So Bleacher Report was being very nice with him. NFL rumors, insiders feel Raiders want to draft Cam Ward, not Shedeur Sanders. And this is Tony Pauline's article. This is courtesy of Bleacher Report, you guys. The Las Vegas Raiders are viewed as a team targeting a move up to select Miami quarterback Cam Ward in the 2025 NFL Draft, according to Sportskeeda's Tony Pauline. The overall belief from people in the league is that the Las Vegas Raiders will be one of the teams actively attempting to trade up with the hopes of selecting quarterback Cam Ward. Pauline wrote on Monday, the Raiders currently own the number 6 overall pick in the 2025 draft, which could put them in range of the Colorado signal caller Shedeur Sanders. Pauline noted that there's a reasonable chance Sanders can fall to Las Vegas on draft night, but the team is still expected to pursue trading up for Ward. So let me say this before we get into our spiel, because I definitely want to hear what Wasted thinks about this situation. This is not a reputable source, you guys. It's not. And yes, this is a team that has a top 6 pick who needs to locate a quarterback and is going to be tied to all these guys. We've done shows already, a million of them, about Jackson Dart. We've done a million shows about Will Howard. We've done a billion of them with Shedeur Sanders, and we've done a lot with Cam Ward as well. Is this a shocker? No. But all signs, are pointing towards if the Raiders had their choice of quarterback, which, maybe they're holding their cards tight to the, and they're not showing them. Shedeur Sanders. The connection is real. Signed with TB12 brand. He was his mentor, so on and so forth. Let me say this, man. It's so easy to do an article like this or put out a tweet and say that the Raiders are targeting. Yeah, they're targeting definitely one of these guys. Is Cam Ward the better option? To be determined, you guys. This is a 1A, 1B type situation. I would not be upset if the Raiders went and got Cam Ward. But honestly, Wasted, I have to be real here. If we trade up, I think that they are going to go get Shedeur Sanders. Love Cam. I know you've seen all that videos, the videos that dropped the other day, the releases. Did you see that shit, bro? The way he just flings the football, it's insanity. Cam Ward can definitely be one of those guys at the next level. But I got to call Cap on this article.
You got to call Cap because, brother, and I don't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
But look, man, you have these people in the offseason who link every swinging player to the Raiders. Yeah. Every single one, bro, because they know that we have a fan base that are engagement magnets. Engagement magnets, bro. And they know that they'll never be held accountable for the bullshit.
Ever.
They know it. They know it. Let me tell you guys a little something. Pete Carroll was watching those boys throw, right? The one thing that has always been constant is the connection between the Raiders and Shedeur Sanders.
I have to say this. I was told he wasn't there, but you can be on to something. I did state that he could be somewhere tucked off, but I heard that he wasn't. I was told he wasn't there. Let me just say that.
Yeah, either which way, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Whether he's there, not.
But he is on his way to the combine today.
Right. So he's watching whatever. Mm-hmm. Pete Carroll and the Raiders are like they don't need to go out there and trade up for this guy. I'm telling you right now, bro. Shedeur Sanders, if they're going to go that route, is going to fall to the Raiders. I don't see Shedeur Sanders being drafted like in the first few picks. I just don't see it happening. I see him falling and being right there for the Raiders to take. I have never heard a connection between the Raiders and Cam Ward.
I haven't. I know Cam was kind of playing.
For real, this is the first time I've ever heard a connection between those two.
Cam was playing around saying, Pete's up there watching me. He's here for me, not you. Kind of playing into the whole Shedeur, sibling rivalry, so to speak, with those two guys. But yeah, there hasn't been a lot of ties with Cam Ward to the Raiders. Now, a lot of people think that Cam is the better quarterback, and that's okay. You're right. You have a right to your opinion, and he may be. And if he is, I'm hoping that the Raiders are doing their due diligence on Cam Ward. And if they think that he's the better guy, move up. That'll be telling about how Tom Brady feels about Shedeur Sanders, because who knows him better than Tom Brady, right?
Is he like this is the funny thing, bro. I'm seeing Shedeur Sanders get grief because he is a cerebral pocket passer. Where I've seen them with athletic quarterbacks for years make them, them dog guys like Lamar Jackson and dog guys like Michael Vick and dog guys out, like just take them through the ringer. Cam Newton, all these guys. You remember when they would talk about Cam Newton's Wonderlic score and he's not going to translate at the next level and all of this bullshit.
Yep.
All of this bullshit. Now you finally have a black quarterback that is a cerebral pocket passer. Now that's something that the league's not looking for.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, bro.
Yeah.
Look, the Shedeur hate has very little to do with what he looks like, but what it has to do with is who his father is.
I think it's a little mix of both, to be honest.
It could be, but the thing is that I think is more of is the fact that he's Deion's kid. I think he's getting the Bronny James treatment, and I don't think it's fair. And that's the reason why I've been doubling down on him, bro.
I respect.
That's why I'm doubling down. Like I'm hearing people talking about him not going to the combine and throwing. Nobody says shit about Cam Ward not throwing. Nobody said nothing last year when Daniels and them. And I heard what you said last night, right?
Well, Cam is. There's no report that he's not throwing the football, though.
No, it came out today. He's not throwing either.
Oh, okay. You know what? You're right. It did come out today.
He's not throwing either. He's not throwing either, bro. And
Ashton Jinty's not working. A lot of these guys are not doing anything here at the combine, and I respect it. It's cool.
No, I respect it because what do they have to gain from that? Like that lately, throwing at the combine are for people that are trying to get up and elevate themselves into the first round.
Yeah,
right. With Shedeur Sanders, bro, and Cam Ward, they are the two first quarterbacks off this board unless somebody reaches for Jackson Dart. Yeah. They don't need to. It would only do the only thing it would do is actually drop their draft status. Yeah. I remember when Johnny Manziel came and supposedly put on a show at the combine. He had to do that. He had to do that year, right? Yeah. Because
it worked for him.
It worked for him. There were a lot of questions about Johnny Manziel when they were going through the draft process. There were a lot of people who saw the red flags about him and his work ethic and things of that nature. You don't have that with these two guys, man. So I don't understand why it's a big deal when over the last 4 draft cycles, the top quarterbacks don't throw at the damn combine.
Yeah. I mean, I just thought that this could have been a great opportunity for Shedeur to go out there and kind of quiet some of the naysayers and make sure that he'd be a top 5 pick. I know he's still going to throw at his pro day. And I know he said something along the lines of he wanted to highlight his own wide receivers, which a lot of those guys are going into the draft this year, right? The Will Shepherds of the world and Jimmy Horn Jr., so on and so forth. But I still think that comfortability is a factor in this, Wasted. And I think that his dad is smart enough to say, don't go out there and throw to some unfamiliars and are not familiar with your skill set, unfamiliar with your game, and potentially drop down boards because of it. So from a business standpoint, it makes sense. But I would have loved, and maybe I'm just being selfish, I'm going to be out there, I would have loved to see Shedeur throw the football a little bit. You know what I mean? Because
it's just funny. People say, well, he's trying to hide a weakness. So you don't think that weakness will show up on his pro day?
Oh, bro, it would show up on tape.
You don't think it's going to show up on tape? The combine is for the fans, bro. Yeah. And it's for players that have not solidified their draft stature. Guys that get drafted this early in the draft don't necessarily, where they cause the most damage is having bad interviews. The whiteboard and stuff like that. That's where they lose money. The physical attributes and skills are there. The medicals. That's why you go to the combine.
Somebody block Nav, man. Just block him. Just block him.
What? Yo, what did Nav say, man?
Nav is out here horny as hell playing with the game today, man.
Nav, what the F is going on? Let me see what the F you're talking
about. Salute to Nav, our dog. We love you, bro. You are crazy. They're going into it with these names, man.
Nav, man, you are about to get unceremoniously. F is wrong with you?
Salute the Vengeance, gifting 5 OLV Raiders Network memberships. My brother, appreciate you, King. Salute to all the new Green Dot gang in the building. If you guys want to become Green Dot, become Get Off My Lawn gang, hit the links that pinned up top on both channels. Appreciate you, brother. Ready to see. This is facts, bro. Wasted ain't get it out the mud, bro. You ain't get it out the mud, bro. And this was a thing from yesterday's show. I said, fuck you, Wasted. You didn't even show up to the show. He said, see, Wasted ain't get it out the mud, bro.
Man, listen, bro. You know what's funny?
Don't get shit, see.
Yo, this guy, this is what he does to me, right?
He ain't get out the
I'm
mud.
at work, I'm swamped at work on Sunday. He says, hey, Wasted, let's run one. I said, all right, man. We gonna run one. What time? All right, cool. Boom. Then all of a sudden, I planned my day around us doing a show, and then he pushes it off. Like, see, you guys don't understand. Graphk is a diva. He is an effing diva. F him. I can't live my life around Graphic Raider. So get the F up out of here with your crap.
You ain't get it out the mud, though. Salute to Jason Hall. Where would you rank Matthew Stafford in the AFC West? He's number 2. Clear number 2. He's the best. He's the second best quarterback in the division.
Yeah, he's the second most accomplished one. He's the second best.
Simple. There's no way you put Justin Herbert or Bo Nix over Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Even at 37. Clear cut. Simple and plain. Salute to my guy Jason. And also salute to our brother Larry DM on the 5-hour special. I am on the trade a second for Stafford and find a QB later in the draft and go defense in round 1. I'm not against going and getting Stafford and drafting Will Howard in the 3rd round. Like, you know what I mean? Or even if he drafts.
That's the succession plan. That's the dream.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Because say, for instance, Pete Carroll, heir apparent and coach on the roster. Heir apparent at quarterback on the roster. When Pete Carroll and Matthew Stafford are transitioning, it is the clear concession plan, and hopefully it'll work better than it did for the Rams. The Rams had this set up during the Greatest Show on Turf years, right? With Dick Vermeil, he's an older coach, and Mike Martz. And then they had that with Kurt Warner and Mark Bulger. Mark Bulger kind of came out of nowhere, and when they saw that he could play a little bit after Kurt Warner got nicked up, it seemed like Mike Martz was trying to get to Mark Bulger. And Mark Bulger was a good quarterback, but he was no Kurt Warner. But let's hope it works a little better for the Raiders. But it was the same success, right? They didn't go to a Super Bowl. Well, Mark Bulger, they went to the playoffs and stuff like that. And they kept kind of winning.
Nah, facts. Real quick, man, I want to go over this situation as too. Salute to Larry. I know a lot of people are talking about the situation with Josh Sweat. I believe who put it out there? ML Football on Twitter put it out there that the Raiders, I think Bravado official or something like that, is like has the best chances to land him in free agency. I'm gonna say this: I love Josh Sweat. He put some production out there for Philadelphia. He had 8 sacks this past season, 27 solo tackles. He also had, I think, 2.5 sacks in the Super Bowl. This is a young kid still, that 27 years old. I'm not against bringing in Josh Sweat. I think his market value is something in that 17, 18 million range. But I do believe they're going to go with Malcolm Kuntz. I think they're going to bring him back on a respective hometown discount and run it back with him. He'll sign maybe a 1-year prove-it deal to show that he can, come back and get healthy and kind of build on what he did the year prior. I don't think that they want to spend that kind of money in free agency on an edge rusher. I don't think so. I think they're going to bring Malcolm Kuntz back on a cheap, inexpensive deal. And I know his market valuation is $20 million. That's not going to happen. You're not paying Malcolm.
Why would you, right?
Yeah.
Why would you, bro? Like this is the thing that I hate about this engagement farming. Where did they get in ML football that the Raiders out of every team are the ones who were in on Josh Sweat?
Yeah.
Where did they get this from?
I don't know.
Where's the connection? Where on earth did they get this from?
Well, let me say this.
One of the other big free agents at edge rusher that are our guy that we drafted.
Well, let me say this. New regime, right? A ton of draft capital. Malcolm Kuntz is a free agent. Do they want to pay him or do they want to pay Josh Sweat? I think it's just kind of easy to put that together. And once again, I think this was the odds on one of these bet makers or what one of those websites is like Bravado Official or something like that. Salute to them. But they were the ones that said that we have the highest percentage of bringing him in free agency, which I don't think the Raiders go spend that kind of money on an edge rusher in free agency. I don't. I think they draft a young guy in this year's draft in the middle rounds, and they develop them. I think they bring back Malcolm Kuntz on an inexpensive hometown discount, whether it's a 2-year deal, second year being a team option, something like that. But I think Malcolm will return, and Max has been going to bat for him as well, stating that he's a leader and he's become a leader in the locker room and in the gym and so on and so forth. So I think that they're going to bring him in, respectfully. So the Braves.
Question, bro. Real
Go
quick
ahead,
before you read this. James Pierce Jr.
Mm-hmm.
It's a guy that they've been putting a lot of
Tennessee
salt in the game on his game.
Fake. It's fake.
Like, it's all fake, right?
Yeah, like a speeding ticket or like a jaywalking ticket or something like
some nonsense, right?
Yeah,
so let me ask you a question, right? If we're that hard up for an edge rusher,
pause,
and we go out there and we do bring in a Matthew Stafford, what about the Raiders bringing in somebody like him? Because when I see him, he's an undersized edge rusher that is relentless.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I mean, look,
if you're going to do that, I would trade back potentially with another team, whether it's somewhere in that Dallas range, that 12, 13 range, and then I would take him. I wouldn't take him at 6. I'd trade back a little bit, and then I would bring him in if that was the move. If that was the move we're making.
See, to me, I would much rather see something like that than them bringing in a Sweat.
Okay.
I would, and I would move Tyree Wilson on down the line.
Yeah, and I know they rotated those guys out there in Philly. They had a great defensive line, but Josh Sweat had 8 sacks. I think Malcolm Kuntz had that in like 5 games. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not acting like Sweat's not one of the ones, because he's definitely one of the ones, but I don't want to pay him premier money at a premier position when we can spend that.
One of the ones with that kind of presence in the interior of that defensive line. Is this another shallow Hal kind of free?
Be determined, right? We don't know what do we look
like. I'm not
like?
willing to be the team that takes the chance on the guy. We don't really know how good he actually is.
Yeah, salute the Brave. AFC with going to be smoking Pete, Stafford, Harbaugh, Sherbert, Peyton, Nix, Reed, Mahomo. Salute the Rick. I just be laughing when y'all be saying that shit, bro.
You guys gotta chill with that, bro.
Yo, that should be hilarious.
Chill. And then it's the thing, right? They disrespect the guy. I don't like him, but he's the very best player in this league.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, come on, man. Y'all gotta chill with that. Man.
Salute the Nav, man. You know I love you, motherfuckers. No shit. Serious talk. Let's pay Max and restructure guarantee extension. Get married, solid. Butler, Bobby, which is Wagner, Malcolm, Kuntz, sign Josh Sweat. Damn, both of those guys, huh? Find that bridge quarterback, bet the farm for Sanders or Cam. No thanks. So he's just saying go all in free agency, go get Matthew Stafford, go get a veteran guy and run it. But you're not going to pay Malcolm and Josh Sweat. You're just not going to do. You got to pick your poison at that point. And I think, to be honest, Nav, there's a team out there that may be interested in pay him a shit ton of money, and they've done this before. But look what they paid Bilal Nichols last year. I think Arizona may throw a bag at Josh Sweat.
Hot Knicks.
Yeah, hot Knicks, bro. Yeah.
Bro, look, man, you might have a team in the NFC somewhere that has played against this guy. They've done their homework on him. Yeah. And it looks more to be like a team like the Bears or somebody like that. Yeah. They have a little bit of money that need to improve, their defensive pass rush. So I don't see
New England needs a pass rusher too.
Yeah, but that's not a New England kind of move. And I know there's a different regime there, but
Vrabel might try to make a statement. He might try to make, and they got a shit ton of money, bro.
Yeah, they do. But you know how the Patriots always kind of a bargain basement shop in a sense. When's the last time that they went out and brought in a big time free agent? I think it was the Jackson deal.
I got a feeling this offseason that changes with Mike Vrabel. I think they're going to try to go all in out there, and I don't know what all in means with New England because they have so many holes on their roster.
All it means you support the quarterback. Yeah.
A Trey Smith, a T. Higgins. I think they're going to go out and ball, like spend a lot of money on the offensive side of the football.
I think it's going to be in the trenches, right? Because they know that at the very minimum, you can get him all the weapons of the world, but if the kid is looking up through his ear hole, right, it doesn't really matter. They're going to try to protect Greg May, man.
Facts. Salute, man. Let's go into the Jack Jones segment of the show, man. Salute to everybody once again here in the building. We appreciate every single one of you guys. Wipe them feet, y'all. Pay your bar tabs. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are not subscribed yet. Salute to our guy, Jack Jones. He was on Good Morning Football recently. I believe it was this morning. We went and talked a little bit about, the firing of Antonio Pierce. He talked about our new GM, John Spytek, talked about Pete Carroll. Kind of went on there, man. And, you know, Jack is a character, man. He's a good kid. He has some fun. He got a lot of fire to him. You know what I'm saying? But this is what he had to say on Good Morning Football, I believe this morning. I'm excited for what he's got coming up for the season, said Jones about Carroll. He brings the energy. He doesn't show his age at all. He acts young. He brings the excitement. That's what teams want. He also went on to speak about AP. I grew up in the Los Angeles area, so I always watched USC. Okay, this is still applying to Pete Carroll. USC and UCLA. Playing for Pete Carroll is going to be like, I don't know, kind of like a dream come true. I love that. So we can kind of put that narrative to bed, you guys, about him not wanting to play for Pete Carroll. Once again, he grew up in the LA area, watched USC, UCLA. He said it's going to be a dream come true to play under Pete Carroll. I don't know what really
if that dream's going to become a reality, because he's one of the guys that I have them getting rid of.
Okay. And I don't see any quotes here about AP, but I can say this. Honestly, I didn't watch the entire interview, but I'll say this. I know that Jack Jones felt some type of way about AP, but I also understand that Jack Jones is smart enough to understand that what happened last year cannot continue to go on. This is a guy, we've said this on the show a million times. Jack, AP, he catches up with him daily, you guys. I'm talking about FaceTimes him everywhere. My little brother, salute to L Fingers, is very close with Jack Jones. They're in the studio a lot together weekly. And every time he's in the studio, Lee always hits me up and says, yo, AP just FaceTimed, you know, Jack again, checking on him, making sure that he's doing what he's supposed to do. Okay, so I'm almost positive that Jack feels some type of way that AP was removed as the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. But I can also understand that he's looking at this as an opportunity with the guy in Pete Carroll who's who's celebrated, you know, at the collegiate level, at the NFL level. He's so accomplished. I mean, what do you feel about Jack Jones, and where do you think he fits in the grand scheme of things, coming off saying it's a dream come true to play for Pete Carroll? Defensive-minded guy. You know, Jack, does he fit that mold of what Pete Carroll's trying to do? What is your thought process on this?
Yeah, my thought process is that, you know, when I see Jack Jones and who he is, I think a lot of the things that manifest themselves outside of the field of play were things that Antonio Pierce were able to keep under wraps. Mm-hmm. They were things that Antonio Pierce and the people in the Raiders building know about. And I don't think that'll be dealt with the same way. You know, no disrespect to Jack Jones. I don't think physically he's the kind of corner that you know, Pete Carroll normally likes those bigger guys. Mm-hmm. But I don't think I think for Jack Jones, he's got to show a new level of commitment. You know, the
disciplined.
Yeah, you know, because all of the things that he did when he was here with Antonio Pierce, a lot of people, and I don't want to put things out there, but there are things that we hear because, like you just said, right? Mm-hmm. There are certain things that he's allowed to kind of vibrate on that frequency because of his relationship with Antonio Pierce.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think that that's going to continue.
Yeah. And once again, I mean, Pete Carroll's not going to just bench you for a quarter because you made a business decision. Pete Carroll's going to can you. He's not playing those type of games if you out there making business decisions. And once again, you are right. You know, he's 5'11", you know, kind of on the cusp of being 6 foot. I still believe that Pete Carroll probably sees a fit for him. He's a playmaker. You know, I mean, he definitely makes plays, but for every big play he makes, he gives up a big play.
So let me ask you a question. And everywhere you've seen Pete Carroll, when have you seen him have a bad tackling corner? That's
tough. I probably have to go back into the folder, into the archive.
Even go back to the Jets when he was the head coach of the Jets briefly. Yeah. Go back to the guys he had on the roster when he was the coach of the Patriots.
Yeah.
Just go look.
Yeah.
Just go. So look, you know what? I'll do it for you. I know you're gonna move on, right? So
I want to talk about
we'll put a pin in this because we got to go way back. We got to go back 20 years, right? We'll put a pin in this. I'll bring up the roster when he was the coach of the Patriots, right? And we'll kind of unpack that.
While you do that, salute the Nab man. He said Jack Jones had one great game. Xmas against FKC, not a number one DB. Well, the thing is, he doesn't have to be a number one DB. He's still on a rookie deal. He has 1 year left on his deal. Essentially, you can keep him on the roster as a depth piece. This isn't a guy that you're spending a shit ton of money on. I mean, you know, he was a mid-round pick. Where'd he go in the fourth, fifth? Where did Jack Jones get drafted?
I forget.
But either way, inexpensive. I mean, inexpensive.
That was the other Jones. Was he a third or was that
the fourth round pick?
The third or fourth.
Yeah. So either way, the contract doesn't cost you a thing. But the thing is, Pete Carroll's here to set a culture, right? And does he fit that culture that Jack Jones? I mean, does he fit that? We don't know. We don't know. But I would say this: I don't think he moves on from Jack because of the contract. He could be. He was kind of thrusted in as that corner one. He had to be the corner one for us. We didn't have a corner one. Now we have Jacorian. Are we bringing Nate back? I don't know where he's going to fit in the grand scheme of things. DCAM, we're going to probably draft one and bring one in. I have a feeling DJ Reed's going to be a Raider. We're probably going to pay him somewhere in that $15 to $17 million range to come in and play for us. A guy that had 4 picks under Pete Carroll those 2 years together in Seattle. So essentially, he doesn't have to be the number one guy. He's inexpensive. He's cheap. So I don't know why you would even move Jack Jones. And I don't think anybody's going to trade for him. I mean, realistically, what is the market for a Jack Jones right now?
Yeah, there is no market. There really is no market, right? So, look, I can't say there's no market.
We're already thin there in the corner room. Like, I don't think
it's very thin, right? So, if you go back to the Patriots in 1999, right? Safety, Lawyer Malloy. Corner, Ty Law.
Yep.
To Bucky Jones. These are guys. To Bucky, these are guys that can crack, bro.
Yeah, I mean, bro, look at their first hire. Who was their first signing?
What, you talking about, Pete Carroll?
Yeah, and with the Raiders.
Yeah, a corner.
I mean, bro, I mean a DB in Pola-Mao.
You talk about Isaiah Pola-Mao, right? But,
and Pola-Mao can lay the helmet.
Yeah. So look, man,
That's why I think Nate Hobbs is going to be back. That's why I think Hobbs will be back.
You think so, man?
Bro, he's the second, maybe the first or second best tackler on his team, him and Max.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think that
put Spill in there too. You got to put Spill in that mix too.
Yeah. Nah, but the thing is that I think the Patrick Graham scheme will make a liar out of people, right? Like you have them using this DB like a will linebacker, right? And they're leaving the middle of the field open. And with Pete Carroll, I think that the scheme will get a little more abstract, right? And I think guys that are playing in certain positions are going to have to be forced to cover. Like you can't have you.
Use him as a wide receiver here and there. He played at high school, Long Beach Poly. He was a dog. Put him in some special team situations. Have him return to football. Hey, look, I'm with you on Heroes Town. Like you can get a little creative with him. Chip Kelly can put a couple plays in there and implement some things and get Jack involved. He's an athlete. He's a dog.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, Hobbs and Jack Jones, man, I don't know. Like Nate Hobbs, I know a lot of people love Nate Hobbs, but Nate Hobbs can't cover at all.
Yeah, he has cover problems. He has coverage problems.
He has huge coverage problems
and durability issues.
So why do you sign up for that?
If it's cheap, I mean, bro, his market value on spot track is like $2.9 million.
Yeah, I mean, you can do that, then that's different. But if they're trying to back the Brinks truck up based
on there's not. Nobody's going to pay a guy that has missed a ton of football on his first deal, not his second deal, not his third deal. A guy that has missed as much football as Hobbs on his first rookie deal. He's not going to break the bank, bro. You could bring back Hobbs on an inexpensive deal. Still one of our better tacklers. Still great in the run game. I think you can bring him back. I truly do. Now, is he going to end up being a superstar for us at the nickel spot like we thought he would? Probably not. But he can still offer you some great help in the ground game, in the run game. But you're right. He needs to get better in coverage. Facts. That's why he's not going to get big bucks. That's why his market value is what it is. I mean, you can't be a one-dimensional slot guy. You can't just be able to play the run and not cover.
And this is the thing.
We got Patrick Mahomes, Herbert, and Bo Nix throwing the football.
Yeah, bro. And this is my problem, man. I've been I don't want to be the wet blanket. I don't want to be the negative Nancy here, right? But there are certain things that
when did you change that? When did you change? When did you change that? You trying to do better now?
Listen, will you allow me to cook here?
Go ahead and cook, man. Go ahead and cook.
You allow me to cook the grab.
Go ahead and burn the food. Go ahead and burn the food. Go ahead.
No, look, for real though. when you start talking about all of these young players that we value, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think a lot of our players that we love and we value and we thought were so great, I don't think other people view them in that same way.
I literally said this the other day, bro. Hey, the diabolical twins are here.
Like some of these guys, these guys haven't done enough for Pete Carroll to say, hey, man, yo, we're cool there with Nate Hobbs. We're good with Jack Jones. Nah, bro. They're trying to win now. They're gonna move some of these guys along because, yo, this is the messed up thing that people aren't looking at. This draft, when you start talking about the top half of the draft, when you talk about quarterbacks, yeah, it's not the greatest draft. But, yo, up and down that draft board, defensive backs, linebackers, interior linemen, like, yo, this draft has some players, bro. Yeah. This draft has some players. You can get better production out of some of these guys that are sitting there in the 4th and 5th round. Yeah. This is what we're dealing with. And then you have a Cameron Richardson and a Jacorian Bennett who are looking the parts of guys who are starters in this league. Not so much DCam, but definitely Jacorian.
But let me say this. He has the skill set and he has the measurables to do so, at least, especially in Pete Carroll, system of what he wants to do. So, look, I think that even Graham is looking forward to unlocking that potential that DCam has. You know what I mean? Once again, he's not a guy that's going to go out there and get a million turnovers. He didn't do that at the collegiate level of Mississippi.
Yeah, but he will hold down his side of the field, and he will tackle you.
He will tackle you the fuck out the building. Yeah,
that's right. That's what we need, bro.
Yeah,
that's essentially what Sherm was eventually, and then he kind of he start picking the ball off and stuff like that. But that Sherm, if Sherm didn't do anything, he made sure you wasn't catching that football.
Facts. Yeah, salute the Nav, man. If Pete can instill it in JJ to willingly tackle, which I don't think that's going to happen, my brother Nav, may change my mind. Too many whiffs. Back end has to be willing and happy to tackle a tight end in the middle of the football field. Salute to our brother Nav, man. He's been going crazy in the chat today supporting us. We appreciate you, brother. Salute to Tyler McMillan. What do you think about LB out of LSU? I'm not doing that. You want to read that?
No.
Blow me now.
Up out of here, Tyler.
Hey, Tyler, that's a first round. I got a first round grade. Hey, Wasted loves his linebackers. Yeah. So, hey. Blow me now. Salute to Tyler, man. My guy. Appreciate you, brother, as always. Salute to everybody here in the building. We just hit that hour mark. Real quick, man, pay some bills. Before we do that, make sure you guys wipe them feet, man. Pay your bar tabs and all that good stuff. Hit that subscribe button. Also, once again, salute to our proud sponsors over at BetUS. This live stream is powered by BetUS. Make sure to head over there and get 150% bonus on your first deposit and 125% on what?
Your next 2 deposits up to $2,000 using YouTube code 150.
YouTube 150. There you go. Fastest payouts in the industry, you guys. And if you guys are bettors, nobody does it better than BetUS. Once again, salute to our proud sponsors over there. Tell them Graphk sent you. Tell them Wasted sent you. Tell them Shieldmore sent you. And
Finn, I bet you never heard a better promo than that, BetUS. That's right.
Yo, salute to our guys over at BetUS. Let me see.
It's crazy, bro. Like, I wanted to really get into this. Is some of the stuff that we haven't gotten into. We've been very, very. We haven't done a lot of Graphk and Wasted shows, right? Mm-hmm. or Wasted and Graphk shows. And I'm looking in the chat.
You said it right the first time, but go ahead though. Keep it moving.
No, it's definitely the Wasted and Graphk show. Doesn't that just sound? No, but you know what? Listen, I don't care, man.
Hey, last time I checked, man, G in the alphabet comes before. We do this in alphabetical order, Wasted.
Yeah, but Graphk, to be honest with you, it flows. Graphk and Wasted. It's dope. Let's save the best for last. It's all good. But
motherfucker! I don't know no motherfucking Keisha.
But for real, bro. I'm looking at this draft, man. And bro, I've been doing a lot of shorts. I got some stuff that's loaded, and I'm looking at these players. And that is the reason. And I know a lot of people say, hey, you guys aren't loyal to the players. Bro, I'm going to be honest with you. I am not sold on keeping some of these guys that were kind of teetering on being ass. Like, you can improve in this draft. There's a
Hold on. Say that again. Teetering on being ass.
Yo, yes.
I like that.
Yes. There were a lot of these players that had one good year or had a section of a season that was good, like Jack Jones, right? And then, he's made some plays. No disrespect to Jack Jones, right? But there are some guys in this draft, man, that you can improve markedly by bringing them in, bro. This draft is loaded with talent. Draft is loaded with talent. I want y'all to know that there are going to be a lot of players that you guys never heard of that are going to be stars in this league, man.
You can get an upgrade over Jack Jones where he was drafted in the 4th round.
Yeah, man. This draft is loaded. What we're seeing is the advent of the COVID year.
Yeah.
This is one of the last years that you're going to see that stockpile of players who got extra years of eligibility. So these drafts in the middle of the draft are loaded.
And what Wasted is trying to say, you guys, is this year we will no longer be teetering on ass.
That's right.
Facts.
The only way I'm teetering on ass is if I'm about to get some.
With that content.
That's right.
Salute to Dustin, my guy. Appreciate you, brother, as always. Get some questions in, you guys. Let's have some fun before we head out of here, man. I got some things to do in about 20 minutes, so we still got some time left. Salute to Nav. Salute to CGR. Salute to 24. All of our my fathers in the building as well. Want to give you guys your flowers. Thank you guys so much for always pulling up and holding down the chat, man. Salute, salute, salute. Nav, I hear that Rod in Deep is available in 5th round.
Boo.
Boo that man. Boo that man.
Crap.
Boo Nav man. Salute to David. The one good thing about this draft is you can sign or trade for a veteran quarterback. Think about this, David. In recent memory, it's a little tough to say, well, we're going to get a good bridge quarterback and we're going to get a really good quarterback in the draft. We have some options here. This is a really good class to say it's a thin class in the draft, so we can take a flyer on one of these guys, but also we can go get the likes of a Matthew Stafford or Aaron Rodgers or a Sam Darnold coming off the Pro Bowl year.
You can hedge your bet. There has never been a time that I can remember in recent memory that you can hedge your bet this way. You can bring in a free agent quarterback that is a guy that you would never think that would be available, right? Because if you go back a couple of years, would you ever think in the same offseason you'd have Aaron Rodgers and Matthew Stafford available?
No.
Then you have a guy like Sam Darnold who set the world on fire and everybody would want to bring in, right? Yeah. Then you also have guys who were drafted very, very highly, like Justin Fields, that didn't kind of live up to the dream.
And that's the worst you can do. Wasting it, like that's the worst you can do.
Yeah, this is I'm telling you. And then you actually can go out and take a guy like, even like a guy like Dylan Gabriel. You can draft a young dude.
Boo that man.
No, I don't like Dylan Gabriel to draft for us, but I'm saying you can take him and put him on ice because you can have two guys that are playing right now that you can bring in as free agents. This is a year that is completely different than I've ever seen. So you got some people saying it in the chat, right? You got Old Man Walt. He goes, where's this draft loaded? Running back, linebacker, interior defensive lineman. Guards. Like, what the F are you talking about? No, it's not quarterbacks. You have some really good young wide receivers. What do you like? Isaiah Bond that I did a short on.
Phenomenal.
Isaiah Bond, there are guys out here, bro, that you guys that are not getting all this hype, but there's some really good, solid players. You might not have superstar level talents, but you have starters all over this draft. Well, and I want to hear your effing draft from last year that you were supposed to be uploading, old man.
Hey, but Top, you're right, bro. If we end up getting Dylan Gabriel, we're going to be teetering on ass. Salute to 24, gifting 5 OLV Raiders Networks. My brother, I appreciate you so much. Salute to all the new Green Dot Gang in the building because of our brother 24, one of the my fathers himself. If you guys want to become members, hit the links on both channels. It definitely helps us keep the lights on. 24, my brother, you are goated. Thank you so much. And I can agree with you on this. Big body wide receiver and Pat Bryant out of Illinois. I'm not against that. I like Pat Bryant. I like him a lot. What is he, 6'3"? 6'3"? I'm cool with that.
Up out of here with your crap, Walt. Nobody wants to hear I want to see your mock draft from last year, or you're going to be unceremoniously effing blocked. F is it at?
Salute to Chris. And yes, I'm watching Raw tonight. I seen somebody say that. Yes, I'm definitely watching.
I'm going Raw tonight. Hi-yo!
Salute to Hobbs. Or salute to Chris. Hobbs 2-year, $9 million. Spill 5 years, $70 million. 4-year, $35 million. Wait. I think you were trying to say a third name there, Chris. And I think you kind of missed out on it. Was it Merrick? Who were you trying to?
Spills 5 years, $70 million. 4-year, $35 million. Garrett, what?
Because I'm not paying Spill no 5 years, $70 million.
$million?
Were you trying to say Merrick there? Were you trying to say Merrick, Chris, right there? The 15, 30, 45? I think you were trying to go somewhere with the Merrick. I think Merrick was that deal. 4-year, 35. I think you were trying to say Spill potentially. That comment was all over the place, brother. Please
Yeah,
Put it back in the chat, man, and let me know what you were trying to say.
Enunciate. You know what I'm saying?
Enunciate.
Yeah, you remember Living Color, Mine's a Terrible Thing to Waste. That's how that thing with David Wayne's. Yeah. Like, no, wait, hold on. The endoplasmic reticulum ejaculate on the placenta. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you stupid as shit, bro. Yo, hey, we got to talk about this. I actually waited. I wanted to talk to you about this shit. This has nothing to do with the Raiders. How do you feel about that Steve Smith situation?
Oh man, it's hilarious, bro.
Did you get a chance to see it?
Yeah, man, it was crazy, man. It was crazy, man. You know,
could you imagine like cheating on Mid with Mid?
You know what though?
She looked like Jerry Seinfeld, bro.
Yeah, but you know, I saw another picture of her, and she's okay, right? This the thing though, but she, bro, you gotta understand something, bro. When you get a chick like that, she is an eater, bro.
Somebody said she looked like Van Gundy.
Yeah, I saw that. That was hilarious, right?
Yeah.
But she might look like Van Gundy, but she might put it down like Vanessa Del Rio. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, bro.
I mean, she did say that he rearranged her IUD, so it sounded like some shit was lit.
Yeah, but bro, like that's not no monumental task to drop some
high class, some high class.
Like bro, like a lot of people make like everybody makes it seem like yo, for you to reach the bottom of shit, you got to be packing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, it's not no monumental task.
Where are we going here?
What I'm saying is that yo, listen, man, look. What I will say about that chick is this. I see Steve Smith has 4 children, right? See, he's been married, right? Maybe she bringing something to the table different. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times it don't really be when you a married dude. I tell y'all something, man. The older you get, and I don't give a shit what nobody saying. Graphk, I told him this a long time ago, and he sees that I'm right. Your standards drop every 3 years of marriage, yo. Like I told Graphk 3 years, he goes, oh, no. I said, bro, sometimes I'll be in Walmart looking at some crazy shit. I'll be like, yo, what is wrong with me, bro?
Like, yo, I knocked that down. What the fuck is wrong with me? Yeah.
You were like, what is going on here, bro?
Yo, I wanted to bring that up because I just thought it was absolutely
hilarious, bro.
Because the voicemail was not the voicemail, but the call was he got quiet and said, "What do you got to say for yourself?" Steve just got quiet and said,
"Dude is a sucker."
He said, "I'm sorry."
I'm like, yo,
what the fuck is going on? Salute to Classic Man Q. No Dylan Gabriel slander will be tolerated. Salute to my guy and resident Oregon Duck himself, our guy, Classic Man Q. Salute to Raiders fool Chris. Don't get me wrong. I would love to have Stafford, but the idea of getting Rodgers on a vet minimum is growing on me. And that's what she said. The homie, Phil McCrevis, told me. Yes, Chris. Yes. Hey,
out of here with your crap.
Chris, hey, there you go. Nav, man, that's how you do it. Hey, moving forward, Nav, that's how you drive.
The homie Phil McCrevis.
There you go. Salute to Chris.
Bro, but yo, I just, bro, I want to get back to the Steve Smith thing. I really do, bro. Like, I want to tell y'all all out there, right? Yo, sometimes you gotta keep it player, yo. No matter how long you've been married, no matter what you've been through, how many kids you got with a woman, bro, you never know how shit gonna go, right? So if it go bad, don't embarrass yourself like this bozo, sending them messages and threatening them. Like, yo, you go check your woman, bro. What you calling Steve Smith for? Because he knocked the Sonic coins up out your broad. Go on over there and check her. What's wrong with you, bro?
I mean, bro, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you, bro. When you get a message like the IUD thing, and I was gonna gag on, like, bro, you can't even put that out publicly. You gotta handle that.
Nah, dog, you cooked forever. Like, bro, there's nothing to talk about at this point.
No,
all you do is go upstairs and pack your overnight bag and leave, right?
And keep it moving.
Yeah. Like it's that's done. That's a done deal.
Yeah. Right there, hey, bro, you see the IUD message? It's do it moving season immediately. It's do it moving. I'm gone. Yeah, bro, but
you gotta go. Listen,
but he got what he wanted, right? His little Twitter following. He went viral for 24 hours.
Season, bro.
Yeah.
He made your bra shit look like lunch meat now. You can't walk back down the hallway no more.
Arby's. We have the meats.
That's right. You gotta have Ving Rhames in your head all the time. You know, come on, bro.
It's nasty work out here. Salute to Hug Dizzle, man. Sorry for being late. Kings was at the gym. Squat PR of 337 times and down 13 pounds. Talk. Let's go, Hug. Let's effing go. Salute to the mod father himself, the GOAT himself.
Don't be that guy, Hug. Don't come here. Hey, broski with a bro.
You said my protein shake, bro. Bro, with a bro on the side, with another broski on the side.
F up out of here with your crap. Nobody cares how much you lift and Hug Dizzle. F up out of here, man. You sound like Robert Cisneros.
Salute to our brother Hug. We proud of you, bro. Don't let waste the hate on you like that, King.
Nah, man, F him. Yeah, baby, it's crap.
Yo, salute, you guys. You got anything else to say on the way out? We still got 1,500 people.
Hey, yo, protect your energy, Kings. Protect your energy, Kings. It's nasty work out here, man.
Yo,
you got some Jerry Seinfeld looking broads out here getting blazed, man. Shit is crazy out here, man.
Bro, she looked like what was the wrestler, bro? We grew up watching that had the perfume, the model.
Rick Martel.
She was like Rick Martel, bro.
Yo, she to me, bro.
She was like Disco Inferno.
Bro, I don't know if she that ugly, bro.
Wasted.
I don't want to call her ugly, bro.
Wasted.
Yes. Disco fever. Yeah. Only thing I'm gonna say is, bro, a lot of times with jokers that been married a long time, they there for the vibes a lot of time. They not there for the looks. They there for the vibes, bro. Yeah. He got 4 kids, man. Yo, maybe Mr. Smith wasn't holding it down, bro. Hey. I don't know, man. You know.
Hey, man.
Hey, yo, if I was Steve Smith, if bro would have called me, I'd have been like, hey, yo, tell your brother I said, ice up, son.
I'm real tight. At this point, you got to own it, right? Like,
man.
Don't get mad at me. Get mad at your bitch. Like simple and plain.
I'm just like, you got to keep it playing, man. Don't ever crash out like that dude did. And I'm not saying that his woman is totally wrong. It's fucked up. But he just made it look like, you just made it sound like a clown, bro.
Yeah.
Wacky shit, man. That's
it. I would have been over there on some ignorant artist shit. I'd have been like, hey, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. I had her over here. I had her over here raving over the dick. I'd have been like, hey, man, I don't really care. She a liar. That was a reach, but it worked.
Wait, listen, man. I'm just gonna tell her like this, bro. Be like, hey, man, listen. Yo, I left my sandwich on your wife's back, man.
Yo, it's just simple mathematics right there, bro.
Nah, man, look. And listen, bro, I was banging her in the shopping cart of a Target.
Hey, bro.
Hey. The F is going on.
I ate a Lunchable off of her tramp stamp. Like, you know what I mean? Simple and plain, man. Yo. Salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history.
I left my sandwich.
Yo, make sure you guys wipe their feet, man. Make sure you guys pay their bar tabs. Hit that subscribe button on both channels. We talked about Jack Jones. We talked about Matthew Stafford and the thought process behind that. We talked about we talked about a lot. The sandwiches on backs and Lunchables and shit. We talked about a lot. You know what I mean? So if you guys just got an opportunity, you just pull it up, man. Make sure you run the show back. You know what I mean?
Ice up, son.
Ice up, son.
That's crazy, That's
bro. Man. Yeah, man. Like, that's crazy. Hey,
bro, I would have suffered in silence with that, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like, I'd have suffered in silence, bro. I wouldn't have said nothing. Bro.
Hey, like, nobody, bro, like, ever. You got to make sure she's wide when you receive her.
Yo, stop it, yo. Just please.
I could do this all day.
Yo, if she's wide when you receive her, man, that's insane right now.
Hey, man.
Be like, hey, man. Wait, I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to say it, yo. I don't even want to say it. That's it.
Man. It is what it is, man. Salute to Big Mike, our brother in the building. It was always good to have our guy here, and we had a great show last night. Salute to our brother, Big Mike. Other than that, man, once again, you guys, thank you guys so much for pulling up on us. These off-season shows are always hella fun because we just get to shoot the shit and talk a little bit. You know what? We got to do 2 this week. Let's do 2 this week.
Yeah, we do 2 this week. Yo,
if you're free Friday, bro, Friday night we should do one because I'm gonna be at Stu's house. Let's do a Graphk Wasted show Friday night live for the combine.
Oh my god! I told myself that I will no longer share the screen with that bum Stuart Schweiger.
Well, you know what? I don't think Stu's even going to show up. I think he's going to be in the. You know how Stu is. I can't be seen right now.
I'm kidding around, bro. But Stu, get the F up out of here with your crap. The nonsense, Stu. I'm calling. Matter of fact, you reminded me. I was supposed to call Stu and cuss him out.
He gonna cuss you right back out for not going.
I know that, but you know what? It's
he gonna, hold on. You calling me?
But
that's me out when you're not coming to the combine.
Yo, he cusses me out. I cuss him out. He be like, "Hey, yo, wasted man. Wasted, you're a real bitch, man." I'll be like, "Hey, Stu, man, fuck you, man."
Yo,
like, I love you, brother. I love you too, man.
Yeah, facts. Yo, once again, you guys, on the way out, salute to our proud sponsors over at BetUS. This live stream was powered by BetUS. I don't know how many more shows will be powered by BetUS the way we go about some of these shows. You know what I'm saying? But go over there.
Over at BetUS, you'll learn about roast beef, and you'll also learn about getting the fastest payouts in the industry. 150% bonus on your first deposit. 125% bonus on your next 2 deposits, up to $2,000 using YouTube 150. Listen, if you're a betting man, listen.
Hey, see, that's when you go.
Come with a Steve Smith joke.
Fuck. You know what? If you're better, nobody does it better.
That was supposed to be a Steve Smith joke. You were supposed to say, if you're a betting man, I bet you don't know where your woman is. If you're come on, bro. Come on, how you mess it up, bro? Mess it up, Graphk.
I should have came with a drum line.
Yeah, man, come on, Graphk.
Yeah, I fucked up. Yeah, but other than that, you guys, appreciate every single one of you guys. As always, we will be live once again this week at some point. You already know what it is. We out of here, y'all. What?